Today we're going to be doing Module 3, Lesson 16. The objective is to reason and explain arithmetic patterns using units of 0 and 1 as they relate to multiplication and division. So today we're going to be focusing on multiplying by 1, and then tomorrow you'll be focusing on multiplying by 0. The materials needed for today are your online whiteboard or your whiteboard dry erase marker and dry eraser. And the teaching style we're going to follow is where I do it, we do it together, and then you do it on your own. First up, I'm going to show you a multiplication example. You see here I have the equation 1 times n equals n. So n stands for any number, which means I can put any number in place of that n, and it'll make the statement true. So, for example, first we're going to do n equals 9. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross out that n, and I'm going to say that that equals 9. So 1 times 9. Now, if that n equals 9, that means this n has to equal 9 as well. So now I'm going to show you how that statement is true. Okay, so over here I have a big circle. This is my one group. And I'm saying that n equals 9, so that means in here I have to have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have one group of 9, 1 times 9, and that equals 9. Okay, because there's only one group and we put 9 dots in it, so it equals 9. I'm going to go ahead and clear that. Now let's try it with 5. I'm going to cross that out, cross that out. I'm going to say that it equals 5. If that equals 5, this one has to equal 5 as well. Let's put 5 dots in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One group of 5 equals 5. So pretty much when you're multiplying by 1, it doesn't matter what number you multiply, the answer is always going to equal itself, okay? Even if I do 1 times 1 million, I'm only going to have one group of 1 million. So I'm going to have 1 million, okay? So now I'm going to have you practice that with me. First, we're going to do n equals 8. So on your whiteboard, I want you to write 1 times 8 equals. So write that equation on your board. Then go ahead and draw this big circle. You just need one circle because we only have one group. And put 8 dots in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now go ahead and solve the equation 1 times 8. Solve that on your whiteboard. What does 1 times 8 equal, or one group of 8? Well, one group of 8 equals 8. Okay, just remember 1 times any number will equal that same number. So no matter what number you multiply times 1, it's going to equal that number. Now let's try it with 3. So on your whiteboard, I want you to write 1 times 3 equals. Draw your big circle and put 3 dots in it. 1, 2, 3. Now go ahead on your whiteboard and solve. 1 times 3 equals what? Solve that on your whiteboard. You should have said 1 times 3 equals 3. Because 1 times any number equals that number. We have one group of 3, so we have 3 dots altogether. Okay, go ahead and erase your whiteboard. Now I'm going to have you watch this example where we're dividing by 1. Okay, so I have n equals 9. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to 9. And I'm going to do 9 divided by 1. And if this statement is correct, it should equal 9. So I have 9 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I divided them into one group, so that's why I have my one circle. Well, how many dots does that equal per group? That equals 9 dots per group. So any number divided into one group will equal that number. So 9 divided by 1 equals 9. Now I'm going to do it with 5. 5 divided by 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 dots divided into one group equals 5 dots per group. So any number divided by 1 will equal that number. Now I'm going to have you do this one with me. Same numbers you had before. So on your whiteboard, I want you to start with 8, and we're going to write 8 divided by 1 equals. Go ahead and get that equation on your whiteboard. Now go ahead and put 8 dots in your circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I want you to solve on your whiteboard for me 8 divided by 1. So 8 dots divided into one group equals how many dots per group? If we have 8 dots and we break them into one group, there will be 8 dots in each group. Okay, let's do this last one. We're going to do n equals 3. So we'll do 3 divided by 1. Write that equation on your whiteboard. In your big circle, we need 3 dots. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead on your whiteboard and solve. 3 divided by 1 equals what? Okay, 3 dots divided into one group equals 3 dots per group. So 3 divided by 1 equals 3. Go ahead and erase those whiteboards. Now we're to the part where you're going to work on your homework alone. It's IXL skill F2, which is multiply by 1. So all of your equations are going to look similar to the one that's on the screen right now, where you are multiplying a number by 1 and you have to figure out what it equals. So we know that 1 times any number is going to equal that number. So if it's 1 times 7, my answer is going to be 7. Okay, go ahead and begin.